very hyper today. Everybody's very in need of some stimulation, I think. So I'd say that leash is a success. If you have a dog that needs to run and you don't necessarily have access to a dog park, I highly suggest a leash. That one is 50 feet. I will link it below. It was only like $14, so it is a cheaper one. The material isn't that heavy duty, but honestly I kind of like that because it makes it really loose for her and she doesn't feel the weight of having a leash on her, so she kind of feels free until she's too far. And it actually worked out really, really well. So if you need something like that, I highly suggest that one. Again, I'll link it below, but you can also just Amazon 50-foot dog leash or long dog leash. And yeah, I'm really excited to use that when we go on trail walks and stuff like that. Let her kind of explore and jump and do her thing and not worry about her running away. Obviously one day I hope that she ends up being a lot like our old dog, where with Sophie, we were able to, when she still had her hearing intact anyway, we were able to let her off leash and she was perfectly fine. She was great at coming back. There was the odd occasion where she got distracted, but for 99.9% of the time, she was great with her recall. And I really hope that we can get Callie there. But she's a pup, she's learning all kinds of new things, and right now she's distracted by something as small as a leaf being blown by the wind. So we are going to have to work on that one. But anyways, we have now taken her for a run.
Sophie, I did not go to school yet. Wait, Mom?
But anyways, we are off to the library. Dara's got a very overdue library book that she needs to return, and we're gonna go see if they have anything going on today. Body of work in which Sethi alters and adorns the inner linings of 12 winter coats. The winter coat is the first acquired and single most important item of clothing for newcomers when landing in cold climates. Presented within a circle, outerwear shares stories related to dysphoric South Asian experiences and themes of migration, identity, historical trauma, resilience, and memory. The artist would like to acknowledge the Canada Council for the Arts for their generous support of the outerwear scene. That was my first thought. and then I changed my mind. I always change my mind because I can never be decisive. But anyways, that was fun. So we went to the library and we went to the old post office. We walked across the river, had lunch. I'd say it was a pretty good day. What do you think?
Well, the turkey club is amazing.
Good. I'm glad you like it.
My chocolate milk is delicious.
Delicious, of course.
And my carrot cake, it's medium good.
And then we're gonna head home. We're going to. I have some work I gotta do on my computer. Oh, and then we can play that new video game too.
Oh yeah, I can play what?
We got The Legend of Zelda. The kids haven't played Zelda yet, so I'm very excited. Anyways, we'll see you at home. It was rough. I don't know, something happened. I got really overwhelmed. Life became chaotic, and I tried to do a little bit more today than I think I had time for. Always something that I struggle with. But that's it for tonight. I am having some chips and some dip, and I'm going to go sit on the couch. We just finished playing this game, this color brain game with the kids. If you see it, we bought it at the dollar store. I don't know where else you could get it from, and I don't really understand where the dollar store gets their things from. Callie, leave us alone. She just got her ass whooped by the cat. I heard the like knock, knock, knock friggin' 3 times. Anyways, great time with the kids. It's a very easy game to learn, and a very easy game for a 5-year-old, a 10-year-old, and parents who, you know, love playing games but don't like learning new things. Play. So it was a lot of fun, and I highly recommend it if you can find it. Other than that, I'm gonna say goodnight, and I will see you tomorrow. It is Thanksgiving long weekend. Where's my cat? Oh, I'm sure she's around somewhere, or he's around somewhere. Anyways, I gotta find him. My cat that was here, Jasper, remember?
Oh yeah.
He's gotta be around somewhere. Oh well, anyways, Thanksgiving long weekend, and plans changed.
That's why you got him.
So tomorrow we had thought that we might go somewhere, but it turns out that it's just going to rain all day. So instead, we're gonna go turkey hunting, Rowan and I. We're gonna go find some turkeys, and we're gonna have a nice Thanksgiving dinner. Just the 4 of us. Maybe the in-laws might come by. I don't know, they're not really getting back to me right now. But yeah, just the 4 of us. We're gonna have a turkey dinner tomorrow. So that's what you're gonna see on my channel today, and tomorrow is cooking turkey dinners.
Do that card game. Wait, Mom.
That's right, bud. That's right. Rowan really had a lot of fun playing that card game yesterday. Okay, ready to go to the grocery store, bud? Got it. Let's do this. We went to the dollar store and we went to the grocery store. I didn't take the camera in with me because I knew it was going to be a clusterfuck of chaos in there. Long weekend, Thanksgiving, you know how it is. So what I decided to do was just not take it with me. And now we're going to go to the bulk barn, and then we're going to go to Freshco.
Freshco?
Yep.
That's where we're gonna get the egg.
That's where we're gonna get some eggs and some other stuff that they didn't have here. And then we're gonna go home and we're gonna relax and we're gonna start cooking some stuff, and we'll see how the weekend or the day goes. Sometimes it takes a minute to click, bud. Okay, on to the next destination. Here we go. This is not bad. This is a strawberry one. I kind of like it. Anyways, we are home. Everything's put away, and I just spent the last half hour planning my meal for tomorrow. I don't know about you, but I like to write down all the recipes that I need. It gives me an opportunity to, I tend to be delusional, is my problem. And if I don't do this, I make up things in my head like, oh, it'll only take about 20 minutes for that one. Really, it needs about 45. Or, oh, I can totally do that day of, when really I should do certain things the day before. So writing down the recipe that I want to use, and of course things change as you go, but writing down the recipe that I want to use for everything that I'm going to make, from the turkey to the gravy to the dessert, like everything in between in here. I have it all starting here with the bread, the stuffing, to everything afterwards, all the way through to the pumpkin pie. And now I'm going to start. I have a few things that I need to make today to make tomorrow easier. I'm going to make the bread for the stuffing. I, as you know, like to make my own bread. So why not make myself some bread that I am then going to bake with that is just packed full of all the flavor that we want in stuffing inside the bread. And then when you make the stuffing, it is just layers of fucking flavor. So I need to mix the dough and then it needs to rise for about an hour. So let's do that. Under the heat of just the oven light. Pretty soon that area is going to be warmed up anyway because I'm about to turn on the stove. Now we make pumpkin pie. And I'm cheating today. I'm using a pre-made pie crust because I don't have the brain power to do it all. But I have a very simple pie crust if you are interested in making homemade. Very simple, but very delicious on my website. I will link it below if you want to see it. It's actually really easy to make. I don't have the fridge room to do all the chilling that's required, and I don't have the, like, I'm already getting a headache and I have so much to do. So if you're just making pie just alone, make it home, do it yourself. See? Do your own damn pie crust. But I'm gonna use a store-bought, and I'm gonna start by partially baking it in the oven. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set the rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening?
So I'm doing this the day before. I had to do all of this, and I have done all this before at the same time as the turkey and the gravy and the stuffing and all the other things. If I had to do all this all at the same time, I would probably come close to losing my mind. But bread is rising, pie's in the oven, cranberry sauce is boiling. We're bringing that up to a boil, and then you're gonna boil it for 6 or 7 minutes. It's not until everything starts, until your cranberries start to crack and pop. And then you want to bring it down and simmer with a cinnamon stick. And oh my god, cranberry sauce is one of those things that I never really thought too much about, you know, and I think it's the same for a lot of people. You don't really think too much about cranberry sauce because it's cranberry sauce, whatever, who cares? But if you get it out of a can or a jar, pre-made or whatever, it's good, I guess. Make my recipe, make it at home. It's literally not that hard. I put all of the ingredients in the jar at the same time. I'm going to stir it. Just give it a quick stir, make sure the sugar's not burning. But it is gonna sit there and come to a boil. It should be boiling pretty darn soon. And then a game changer. So much so that cranberry sauce was one of those things that was always, you know, you open the can, you stick it on the table, people pass it around, some people eat it, some people don't eat it. And you know what? Some people swear by the canned stuff. It's nostalgic for you. You cannot eat Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner without that log of canned cranberry sauce on the table. I get it. I understand it. You do you. But at least once in your life, make my recipe. Make this cranberry sauce and tell me that it is not the best cranberry sauce you've ever had in your entire damn life. I have a little bit of the pumpkin pie filling here, and I have another pie crust. I'm considering making a second pie, but we'll see how that goes on. And my bread should be rising really, really well over all of this, around all of this heat. Ooh, see, it's boiling. I gotta go. is really a large disappointment right now. I think whatever happened, the bread, I have no idea, but I don't think it's gonna turn out. I really don't think. So I need to let it cool, but it just didn't rise. And I kind of expected it. It was a very dry dough, and I don't know. I thought that maybe because I put all those seasonings in it, that's why it became dry, but it should have, I don't know. So here's the thing. I'm going to try that recipe again around Christmas time. Next time I make stuffing. I'm most likely still going to use the bread. I don't know. I'm going to see how it looks when I cut it open tonight. I'm going to have to cut it into cubes tonight. And I'm also going to have to cut... I have such a headache. My brain is not braining at all right now. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some sandwich bread, like just some sandwich bread that I bought from Costco the other day, and cut that into cubes just to kind of bulk up my stuffing because it didn't rise. So I'm not going to get that much stuffing out of that one loaf of bread. It really sucks. So I think I'm going to have to add a few more bread cubes from, this looks really suggestive, doesn't it? Oh, it's on the back. Oh, okay. So I found this. I found this for Rowan today. I'm so excited. I wanted to see what it looked like. Anyways, yeah. So tonight, all that's left to do is I'm going to obviously cover up the pies and put them in the fridge. I'm going to cover up the cranberry sauce, put it in the fridge once it has fully cooled, and cut the bread into cubes so that it can dry and become like dried bread cubes. All I'm going to do with that is just cut it up into cubes and then put it on a cookie sheet, put it in the oven. I'm not going to turn the oven on. I'm just going to let the air do its thing, but I want to put it in the oven so that, you know, animals don't disturb it overnight. And I guess that's it for tonight, and I'll see you in the morning. Tomorrow's, it's like game day. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. We can do this. We can do this. Here's fingers crossed I don't wake up with a headache. I was going to say a hangover. I haven't been drinking. I should be drinking, but I'm not. So here's hoping I don't wake up with a headache still tomorrow. But in order to wake up, I'm going to have to go to bed first. So I'm going to say goodnight, and I will see you in the morning.